All right, now that we've solved two-step equations, I think we're ready to solve multi-step equations. So again, same idea as two-step, except it's going to take us just a little longer and a few more steps to solve. All right, so here are some things to keep in mind when solving multi-step equations. First, you want to clear the equation of any fractions or decimals, just makes it easier. Then we're going to use the distributive property to move parentheses on each side. Then combine like terms. Then undo addition or subtraction. And finally, undo multiplication or division. All right, let's get started with solving some multi-step equations. So, in number 1, we don't have any fractions or decimals, no parentheses to clear. So then I look to combine like terms on each side of the equal sign. So on the left, I have a 3x and I have a minus 4x. So 3x minus 4x is negative 1x, and then bring down everything else we haven't used yet. Okay, now our equation is just like the last lesson, solving two steps, right? Subtract 6. So you have negative x equals negative 8. And then to solve for x, you can divide or multiply by negative 1, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So negative 8 divided by negative 1, positive 8. Number 2, same idea, just the variables on the right. So we look to combine like terms. 4m minus 2m will give us a positive 2m, and then bring down everything else. To get m by itself, let's subtract 1. 7 minus 1 is 6, equals 2m. And then divide both sides by 2. So m is 3. All right, let's do a few more. Okay, no parentheses, no decimals or fractions in number 3. Negative 2y and a positive 5y. We'll combine those to get 3y plus 5 equals 14. If I'm moving 5 to the other side, I need to do the inverse. So we'll subtract. 3y equals 9. And then finally divide by 3. Y equals 3. In 4, no fractions or decimals, but we do have parentheses. And the order of operations tells us to clear parentheses first. So we'll bring down our 15 and equal sign. I'm going to distribute negative 3 times x, negative 3x, negative 3 times negative 1, positive 3, and bring down our positive 9. All right, now combine like terms. 15 equals negative 3x plus 12. Solve for x, so let's undo addition first. Get 3 equals negative 3x. And lastly, divide by negative 3. So negative 1 equals x. All right, our last two equations have fractions and decimals, so we're going to clear them just to make it easier on ourselves. So number 5, we need to look for the least common denominator between 4, 2, and 8. So the smallest number that they all divide into is 8, so we're going to multiply the entire equation by 8. Now remember, this is 1m over 4 and 1m over 2, so we can reduce first. Like a fourth times 8 is 2, or 2m. A half of 8 is 4m. And then 5/8 times 8 is just 5. The 8's cancel out. All right, so combine like terms. 2m plus 4m is 6m. That is equal to 5. And divide both sides by 6. Now we can't take 5 divided by 6 evenly, so we're just going to leave our answer as 5 over 6. If you can reduce your answer as a fraction at the end, you do want to reduce. All right, number 6 has decimals, so let's go ahead and clear the decimal. We would have to move the decimal point one place to the right for all of them, so we're going to multiply by 10. So 1.2 times 10 is just 12x. 3.6 times 10 is 36. 0.3x times 10 is 3x. And 2.4 times 10 is 24. All right, let's combine like terms. 12x plus 3x, 15x minus 36 equals 24. Now we need to solve for x. So add 36 to both sides. We're left with 15x equals 60. And then divide both sides by 15. And we get that x equals 4. All right, last problem's a word problem. Woohoo! All right, and number 7, it says you need to build a rectangular pen in your yard for your dog. One side of the pen will be against the house. 2 sides of the pen have length of x feet, and the width will be 25 feet. What is the greatest length pen can be if you have 63 feet of fencing? All right, so we know the length. Well, we don't know the length. We're going to use the variable x. But we know the width is 25, and you have 63 feet total. So since they already defined a variable for us, we don't need to. If you want, you can draw a diagram. So for making a rectangular pen, it's against a house. Put a little roof on the house, maybe a little door and some windows. A little chimney. We know the length are x. The width is 25. So to find the total, that would be perimeter, right? You add all the sides up. So x plus 25 equals 63. We can't go over that 63 feet. Combine like terms. X plus x is 2x. Plus 25 equals 63. Subtract 25 from both sides. So 2x equals 38. And then lastly, divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 19 feet. So the length of each side is 19 feet. So we might as well put that in a full sentence since this is a word problem. So the greatest length can be 19 feet.